Hello, Human Collective. My name is Story, and I am your host, The Upside to Grief. And today we are going to be doing a segment with RoseAnne here, and she has chosen to do one of our segments, Moments of Knowing. I believe this is the first time that we're having this segment on the podcast.
Oh, awesome.
I think we've touched base on it, here and there, little sprinkles, in between different, talking about things. But essentially, what moments of knowing are like the times that you feel the other person's energy there, or just unexplainable things.
Yep.
Where you're like,
had to be my dad.
Had to be my dad. Or I'm like,
that's my dad.
What up, Ken?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You know, or you're like, am I tripping?
Mm-hmm.
That's moments of knowing.
Right.
So, yeah, do you want to share?
Sure. Let's see. So the very first moment I had was right after he had passed. Mm-hmm. And I actually have all of his clothes that he used to wear. And I had on this shirt, maybe I think it was probably a couple weeks after he passed. And I had his shirt on, and I was at work, and I was going through my phone, my memories, and he had worn, and this was my first time wearing his shirt. So he had worn that exact shirt on that exact day, years prior. I think it was probably 20, maybe 25 years prior. And I'm like, what are the chances? In my head, obviously, I'm just, what are the chances of me wearing the exact sweater on the exact day that my dad wore it on that day, years before,
you were looking at the picture when you that's
as
how
I
you
was
figured it out. You were like,
hang on a second. Yeah. I was like, oh my God, that is so cool. And it gave me goosebumps, because I'm like, that's cool. Just feeling, just having, because I remember being in my closet that morning and what am I going to wear? What am I going to wear? And I went right past that shirt, and I saw that shirt, and I was like, I'm going to go in and just wear this. And in my head, I was just like, I'm just going to wear this. Went through my memories, and my dad had on that exact shirt. And I'm like, oh my God, that is so freaking cool. There's moments like that. There's the time in my dreams with him, and I don't usually dream at all. And it's so cool when he comes into my dreams, because he's just smiling. And he always comes when I feel really heavy in my grief, and he's in my dreams, and he's smiling, or he's not talking ever. It's always just an embrace, or from a distance I see him and he just looks happy. And it doesn't happen all the time. I wish I dreamed about him more, but I don't. And I notice that it happens the most when I'm struggling with him not being here. Another thing, my dad's really big on birds. He had a bunch of birds. So anytime there's a bird on my car that won't fly off, what I do, I'll be sitting there, and it's sitting on the rear view passenger mirror, and my window's down. I'm like, dude, is this thing about to fly into my car?
Your window's open,
my
and
window's
he's chilling on the mirror?
On the mirror. And I was like, is this thing about to fly into my car? And I'm just sitting there eating my lunch, and it's just chilling. It's not afraid. It's not doing it. It's just hanging out on the rear view mirror of the passenger side. And I feel like those are the times too where I'm like, oh, hey, Dad, yeah.
That's when you say that, it reminds me of and you see shows or movies where they are showing things that happen in your grief and stuff like that. That I think of seeing that, I can picture you in the car with it open, and you know what I mean? And then somebody walking by, and you're just like, oh, hey, you know what I mean? They're like, what's going on there? Exactly. You know what I mean? But to you, you're and you're not get the fuck off my car, bird. You're like,
oh, hey.
Hey.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just little things like that. I don't know. It's kind of cool, or it's just a feeling. Even watching the kids play sometimes, I feel like he's there, because there's a lot of things that he wasn't able to experience now with the kids. So then I'll sit there and I'll watch them play, and I could just feel that like my dad would be so happy to see what they're doing, or to see, you know, how much they're learning. And so anything that any little good moment that happens in my day, I sit there and I try to look for, you know, ways where he's, you know, stepping in, or that he's there. But yeah,
Awesome.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and it's awesome that, I mean, you're able to experience that. Because I feel like there's a lot of people who don't get to experience it, or have trouble finding it, or you know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Or can't see it for what it is. And maybe it's not. Maybe that bird was just chilling and just wanted to poop on my rearview mirror. Maybe. But to me, you know, and I think it also makes it easier when they're not here and things like that happen. And then I can be like, okay, that was my dad. Oh, hey, Dad. Or I feel my dad, you know, and I think it does make it easier to deal with it.
Well, that's okay too, even if it wasn't, right? Like, so I didn't know that when you're on an airplane.
Okay. Okay, let me straighten up for this one. Okay, go. You didn't know what?
There's like sunspots, or I don't know what they're called.
Okay.
But essentially they look like little rainbow circles on the clouds, like the reflection.
Okay.
And so I'm like on a plane, and I'm looking out of the window, and I'm like, is that a fucking rainbow in the clouds? And I'm like, well, where's it coming from? You know what I mean? And so I'm like, hey Ken. You know,
Yeah.
so I take a video of it, and I show my mom when I got there, and she's like, oh yeah, those are called da-da-da-da-da. And she's like, they're really cool. I have videos of them. And I was like,
oh, they exist. Okay.
it was Ken. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh my God, that's funny. Yeah. Just, I don't know. And there's other things, like when I struggle financially, my dad was my huge financial support. So it's crazy because I'll be struggling financially, and then something happens where it brings me out of that struggle. And I'm like, dang, and he's still supporting me, you know, like he's still, I'm like, okay, cool. Like, thanks. You know, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah. Just moments of knowing.
Moments of just knowing. Yeah.
Like, I don't know what else to call. I used to call it just knowing, right? And I'm like, knowing. People are like, what are you talking about? I'm like, moments of knowing? Like, does that help explain it better? Like, it's just knowing.
Yeah, it's
like,
just knowing.
I don't know how else to explain it. Sherry actually recommended that I start, like, a moments of knowing.
Writing them down.
Journal. But I think we didn't have the moments part yet. It was just like a journal of knowing. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I should. I haven't. I should.
That would be cool.
I record videos.
Or you could
right
have
now
one that says like, hi Ken, and then just be like, oh hey, and then just list every day that you see him. Hey Ken.
Yeah, no, I really should. I should write it down. Just because it would be cool to have and look at. Yeah, just a knowing journal.
Yep.
So.
I don't think it ever ends, you know.
I don't think it does either.
It becomes more obvious, maybe.
I think so.
Like after the grief part passes, not even passes, but after like you're able to deal a little bit more with your grief, you're able to focus more on the times that they show up, or the feelings that allow you to feel them, or the thoughts that allow you to think of them, right?
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think as you start to become more present in your daily life, then you're able to
absolutely
be open to that stuff.
Yeah.
So
maybe I'll have more moments in like a year when we record this again.
Right on. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing that.
Of course.
Next week, we will be tuning into myself and Erica. It'll just be her and I, and we are going to chit-chat about all things grief. If you have any questions, ideas, or thoughts, anything like that that you would like to see, please comment below and we will speak on them. We're not professionals, but we'll we'll share what we think we know. Yeah, so thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.